thrilled to be here with you right now, wherever you are, singing songs and learning more about God's love. We'd love to read to you from this devotional today. It says, before everything, before God made the morning stars to shine, before he made the seas, before he made the mountains, before he made anything at all, God did something. And you know what that was? Love you and choose you as his own. Ephesians 1 verse 4 says, even before he made the world, God loved us and he chose us. I love thinking about that, and I love thinking about God choosing us over and over and over. Would you sing with us now? We're going to sing about praising God right now, and we're going to sing about how he loves us no matter what it is in our lives that we do, that he's still there and he still chooses us over and over. Come sing with us now. worship with you. Would you pray with us now? God, thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you that you love us and you chose us even before the creation of the world. God, thank you that your love runs deeper and higher and wider than we can even begin to imagine. And God, would you instill within us your own love so that we can love the world and the people around us just as you do and treat them the way that you treat and you love us. God, thank you for all that you have already done, and thank you for all that you are going to continue to do in our lives today. We love you so much. And all God's children said, Amen! Well, friends, we've had so much fun with you today, and we really look forward to seeing you next time. We'll see you then. We love you. Bye!
Hi, my O Kids friends. I hope that you enjoyed worship with Miss Carrie. I love that we get to worship anywhere. It doesn't have to be in our church building. It doesn't even have to be in front of this screen. It can be in lots of areas and ways with different songs. And I'm just so grateful that we can worship with our whole lives and we get to sing. So we are going to hear the next part of God's story for this month, and I hope you enjoy it. But before we do, I have a fun announcement. Brian and I, as you found out last week, are having a baby at the end of June. And I said that we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. Well, this week, well, actually last week, we found out that we're having a baby girl, which is super fun. We would have been excited if we were to have a boy or a girl, but we are going to have a girl, and her name is going to be Rising. We are so excited for you guys to meet Rising and for her to meet all of you awesome O Kids. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of God's story, and I'll see you after for the raffle.
Zonda Kids presents the Jesus Storybook Bible. Every story whispers his name. Written by Sally Lloyd-Jones and read by David Suchet. The Captain of the Storm. The sun was going down. The air was warm and still. "Let's go across the lake," Jesus said to his friends. Jesus had been helping people all day, and now he was tired. So they left the crowds at the shore and set out in a small fishing boat. Jesus climbed into the boat to take a nap. As soon as his head touched the pillow, he fell fast asleep. It was a beautiful evening. A gentle breeze rustled the sails. The friends were chatting happily as they headed out into the middle of the lake. Everything was perfect, just right for a nice, quiet sail. They were only about halfway across when, out of nowhere, whirling winds swept across the lake, fierce and strong like a hurricane. A blinding flash of lightning lit up the sky. Thunder roared right overhead. The storm blew the water into towering waves that hurled the little boat up, 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 and then sent it hurtling, crashing back down, down, down. The fishing boat was blown and buffeted and tossed and turned, back and forth, up and down, left and right, round and round. And in the middle of the storm, Jesus was sleeping. Now, Jesus' friends had been fishermen all their lives, but in all their years fishing on this lake, they had never once seen a storm like this one. No matter how hard they struggled with their ropes and sails, they couldn't control their boat. This storm was too big for them. But the storm wasn't too big for Jesus. "Help!" they screamed. "Wake up! Quick, Jesus!" Jesus opened his eyes. "Rescue us! Save us!" they shrieked. "Don't you care?" Of course Jesus cared. And this was the very reason he had come, to rescue them and to save them. Jesus stood up and spoke to the storm. "Hush!" he said. That's all. And the strangest thing happened. The wind and the waves recognized Jesus' voice. Well, they had heard it before, of course. It was the same voice that made them in the very beginning. They listened to Jesus, and they did what he said. Immediately the wind stopped, the water calmed down. It glittered innocently in the moonlight and lapped quietly against the side of the boat as if nothing had happened. The little boat bobbed gently up and down. There was a deep stillness and a great quiet all around. Then Jesus turned to his wind-torn friends. "Why were you scared?" he asked. "Did you forget who I am? Did you believe your fears instead of me?" Jesus' friends were quiet as the wind and the waves, and into their hearts came a different kind of storm. What kind of man is this? They asked themselves anxiously. Even the winds and the waves obey him, they said, because they didn't understand. They didn't realize yet that Jesus was the Son of God. Jesus' friends had been so afraid they had only seen the big waves. They had forgotten that if Jesus was with them, then they had nothing to be afraid of, no matter how small their boat or how big the storm.
All right. This week's raffle winner is... Oh dear. Every time, they always get stuck together. Brody Cook! All right, Mr. Brody. Tell your mom and dad to send me a text that you saw this and you won the raffle, and I will send you your prize. All right, you guys, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Who you are for